Hey everyone, welcome back to Tellplay. I'm Vashral and today we're diving into a unique puzzle platformer that plays with lights and shadows in a way you've probably never seen before. We're talking about Tandem, A Tale of Shadows. I've been playing it on PC and on Steam Deck and I've got some thoughts to share. So let's get into it. So, in Tandem, A Tales of Shadows, you're controlling two characters, Emma and her teddy bear, Fenton. Are you wondering what's the twist? Emma's gameplay happens from a top-down perspective, while Fenton is working his way through the 2D side-scrolling view. It's a pretty cool concept that had me hooked right from the start. The core of the game is solving puzzles by manipulating light and shadows. Emma can move light sources around her top-down world, casting shadows that Fenton can walk on in its 2D side-scrolling world. You're constantly flipping between the two characters, trying to figure out how to get them both to the exit of each level. And that's actually Fenton's goal in each level, to reach a portal where he can draw a crystal to Emma, allowing her to teleport to the next chapter. It's challenging, but in that satisfying aha kind of way. But here's where it starts to get a little repetitive. The goal is always the same: get Fenton to the portal, get the crystal to Emma, and move on to the next level. The puzzles start off fairly simple, but as you get deeper into the game, they really start to test your brain power. You have to think not just about where the characters are, but how the light source will interact with environments. I hit a few spots where I was genuinely stumped, but the game's design always pushed you to find that solution. The world map is actually pretty unique. It changes depending on the region and area you are in, with some really cool end boss levels that will test your thinking quite a bit. These boss fights add some nice variety of the game and keep things interesting when the regular levels start to feel a little bit samey. Visually, the game looks quite good. It's got that dark Victorian style that's both eerie and enchanting. For some reason, it reminds me of games like Little Nightmare. So if you've seen that style, you pretty much are gonna find resemblance with this one. The world is filled with creepy details that really draw you in, making you feel that you're walking through a twisted fairy tale. And the animations are fairly smooth, adding to that polished atmospheric feel. Well, mostly smooth. I did run into a few visual bugs where here and there, especially during cinematics, for no apparent reason, and I noticed that they were predominantly going for both the Steam Deck and the PC. So I think that is a bug or an ongoing issue with the game, but to be fair, it's not a deal breaker because the overall cinematics are not really that important and the whole story and gameplay is fairly simple. Now let's talk about the story a little bit. Honestly, it's a bit of a weak point, as I said. The plot feels kind of thin and poorly executed, to be honest. Emma is the only character who speaks in the game, and you only encounter a couple of other characters at the very end when you get to meet other humans, and while I appreciate the attempt at voice acting, it just didn't hit the mark for me. The lines do feel like they're being read off a script without much emotion or life. It's hard to get invested in a story when the delivery is so flat. The sound design, though, is quite spot on. The music is subtle, but adds to that overall mood, with just the right amount of tension and mystery. And those little sound effects, the creaks, the footsteps, they really help to immerse you in the world. It all comes together to create a unique and captivating experience. In the end, Tandem, A Tales of Shadows, is a game that's definitely worth your time, especially if you're into puzzle games and enjoy a good brain teaser. The gameplay mechanics are fresh, the atmosphere is pretty gripping, and the whole experience just feels like something special. I do wish that the game was a little bit much more polished in some areas, especially the cutscenes and the voice acting, but overall it's an indie game and I cannot expect anything being done for this since it's an old game that came out several years ago. That said, the story and the voice actings left me a lot to desire, but if you're considering to play this game on the Steam Deck, it's a solid experience and runs pretty well over there. And also, it fits well with the small screen, so you don't get to be bothered by a lot of details in the graphic. Overall, I'd say Tandem, A Tales of Shadows is a decent game. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. It's got some strong points, but there's definitely room for improvement. If you're into puzzle platformers and don't mind a little bit of repetition, it's worth checking out. Thanks for lurking in the shadows and watching my review here on Tellplay. play. If you enjoyed the review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more content like this. Also, drop a comment and let me know if you've tried Tandem. What are your thoughts on the game? If you haven't, let me know what do you think about the game. I would be happy to reply to all of you in the comment section below. So let's get chatting. My name is Vashal and this has been Tailplay. And as always, stay safe, take care, and happy gaming.
Stay safe, have fun, and happy gaming. Stay safe, have fun, and happy gaming.